Hi, I'm Kim Robinson, and I thought I would just kind of share a little bit of joy today. It's the beginning of winter and it's kind of cloudy and misty outside. So I'm guessing some of you may be snuggled up next to the fireplace, and I just wanted to come along beside you and share from some joy from heaven. And so I wanted to share some of the encounters. You've probably heard these before, but it's been a while since I've shared them. As you know, Jesus loves sports and he loves all things that has to do with balls. I thought we would get rid of the sports once we got to heaven, but no. Jesus loves sports and he loves things that has to do with balls. So one of the encounters that I had in heaven, whenever I stepped over, Jesus said, "Come, let's play gel balls." And it is like a water balloon that is filled with giggly joy gel. And it's kind of like a water balloon fight that you throw at each other. And Jesus and I were throwing these water balloons. He was throwing them at me, and we were throwing them at other people in heaven. So you get to play in heaven with your family. Maybe you're not getting to do that here because of whatever circumstances, but in heaven, you get to play with your family. You get to play with your kids, with your grandkids, and this joy gel ball, like I said, it's like a big water balloon. You throw it, but you want to get hit because you can catch this joy gel ball and you can squeeze it into you. And you just instantly, just laughter. It's just intense laughter, intense joy. And it is so fun to hit people with these and watch them just fall down and intensely laugh. It is so much fun. Jesus and I had so much fun doing this, hitting each other, hitting other people. You'd throw it at someone, they might miss it, and they're like, oh, and they would run and you'd throw it again, and they would try to catch it. So that was kind of fun. And then another time, another game that has to do kind of with balls is it's like the Chuck E. Cheese, McDonald's kind of like paintballs kind of size. It's not like a water balloon, but it's a kind of a paintball size, a little bit smaller. But these balls are filled with life. And these fall, they fall down around you, kind of like when you're outside and you're playing in the snow when you were a child and you're playing in the snow, you try to dodge the snowflakes at the same time you want to try to catch them. So this was kind of this game. These balls would fall down and they were filled with life. So you would kind of dodge them, but then at the same time you wanted to get hit with these balls of life. And when they would hit you, they would go inside of you. And you would just, even though you're filled with life because you're in heaven, you're amplified. It's like being amplified with life. And it's incredible. It's an incredible game. It is so much fun, and so I just wanted to encourage you with that story and to tell you that, sometimes when I tell these encounters, I may say this was a gel ball when I'm actually referring to the ball of life, or I may say it's a ball of life that you're throwing with a gel ball. Sometimes I get my stories kind of crossed together. So get the book. Heaven is Real and Fun. This has over, I don't know, about like 200 stories. And so in the book, they're accurate. I might tell them and kind of cross some of the stories, but you get my heart. My heart is to lead you to heaven, to get you to step over, to be with Jesus, to have fun. And, so forgive me if some of my stories kind of get crossed, or how I got there. Sometimes I step over, sometimes he pulls me up, but my heart is right, so get the book and share it with others. I also want to share Jesus Sat on a Stone, which a lot of people have already ordered this. That tells about some of the encounters that you get to have with your children in heaven. Maybe you didn't you had an abortion, maybe you had a miscarriage, and you lost your child. But in heaven, you get to play with them. You get to play with them in the river. There's a river in heaven filled with life, and you get to play with your children in heaven. You get to cook with your children in heaven. Everything is restored. You get to do all these things with your children in heaven that you didn't get to do on the earth. As you know, there's an amusement park in heaven. And in heaven, you get to go with your family and go to the amusement park and play at the amusement park. I've seen the families in heaven, the stories in the book, the amusement park, and I saw families. I saw mothers and fathers with small children. So everyone's not 33 years old, you know. So you get to play, you get to take your children to the amusement park and ride rides and be together and play games. And everything is free because Jesus paid the price. Everything is free. So I hope that encouraged you. Let me know. Let me know if that blessed you. If you would like, you see it down at the bottom. Heaven is Real and Fun is the name of the paperback. You can also get it as a PDF. You can also get it as audio. And I do have the 4-set CD that is also available. And you can get it from my website. I would point to it, but I would be opposite. So I'm just going to trust that you can read it on the screen. Heaven is Real and Fun. Okay. I hope this blessed you and have a great winter. I'll probably pop on here again and tell you some more stories about heaven. If this blessed you, let me know. Okay, thanks.